Nah, they ain't messing with Evan Mobley. He gonna be special.
Cleveland be messing up some first round picks, man.
Yeah.
So they got it right with Garland. They got it right with Evan Mobley. So we gonna see what we can build off of that.
They got it right with Sexton too. They just don't like his style.
Man, he don't got no IQ. He don't got no IQ, yo.
Well, check it out. We can already talk about all that.
Itself. It's not the draft itself. It's the coaching.
We can already talk about all that right now. What's going on, y'all? Is BSN presents Tell the Truth Sports Talk Midday Mix. We got everybody on deck right now. We got the VP in the building. We got my man Greg Dub in the building. We got Joe Pace sitting there looking all Darth Vaderish with the hoodie over top of the eye. We got Coach Rivers in here today, and we got my man Caleb on the road working as usual. We doing our thing here. We got to talk about, yo. Got a whole lot to talk about, and I'm gonna start it right off with the play-in. The play-in, we just finished talking about it on the pregame before we got this going. Cleveland versus Atlanta. Trae Young showed everybody why he's Ice Trae as usual. Went out there with a second half performance for the ages to get his team into the playoffs. What's your thoughts on that Cleveland talk? Y'all was talking about it. Go ahead and talk about it. Coach, you can go first.
Talking about that shit, man.
Ice Trae did what he do.
I mean that's the difference between having a dynamic wing plan and not having one. They couldn't match.
I think they played 7. Cleveland won.
But they didn't play 7. They went through the play-in. So
I understand that, but you feel me? I'm not gonna take too much from one game. I feel like Cleveland in a 7-game series would have beat Atlanta.
Okay.
My man out there human trafficking, talking sports.
Yo, you're gonna get niggas banned on YouTube, yo. Talking like this.
Yeah. Great, crazy, yo.
They about to tap niggas' phones, yo. I'm about to hang up, man.
Yeah. You good. But look, go ahead though. VP. I like what he said about the number one villain in the NBA might be Trae Young, and it looked a little evident in Game 1 in the playoffs in Miami, South Beach. But it looks like the villain ran to the boogeyman because the Miami Heat had something for him. He only had 8 points in that game.
My Miami Heat, boy.
Let's talk about
12, right?
Miami versus Atlanta. Let's talk about that series. Let's go right on into it. What do you think is going to be the outcome as we've seen a blowout in Game 1? Miami blew out Atlanta. I'm worried about Atlanta.
Miami gonna get them up out of there.
I'm gonna say it like
Miami
this.
in 6.
I'm gonna say it like this: coaching.
I think the Capella thing hurt Atlanta though.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's his dumbass fault though for pulling Mobley down.
But you see the difference between what happened in Cleveland to Miami. They doubled Ice Trae. They made that motherfucker look like he should look. Like, yeah, you go ahead on and shoot that one 3-pointer from half court, and it's not gonna work because we're gonna throw some defense at you. They doubled his ass up, got the ball out of his hand.
And that's why I say the Capella thing, it hurted it, but it didn't really, he wouldn't have made much difference because they didn't pack him. They chased him off that 3-point line and bullied him.
Yeah, but he still like to do that pick and roll with Capella that gets him going though.
Yeah, and that would have got him his 15 points.
Yeah, but that would have got Ice Trae into his little floater, his little floating game in that paint.
He tried that floater. Nah. Game.
But I do think on the Miami side though, this is going to determine are they championship contenders or not. Because I think right now they can just bury Atlanta and go for a sweep. Because like on Phoenix side, Phoenix going to destroy that series over. So Miami got to show like
you all know I'm a Miami lifer. They my guys. We ain't championship material, not this season.
Yeah.
Wow.
We gonna run into that buzzsaw that's called Boston or New Jersey and have a problem. So y'all know I like to bet. I bet any series but those two.
The Eastern Conference Finals.
You know,
He just said championship material. We got to get through them to get to the championship, though.
I think the only threat to the Heat in the East is the Bucks. I don't really see the Nets. I don't really see the Nets or the Celtics that way. I don't see them like that. And it's a good thing. And it's a good thing they held on to the Hero and Duncan and didn't get them all caught up in the trade, because them young boys starting to come on.
Yeah, I love Hero. Duncan I can do without, but I love Hero. Duncan played
Yeah,
good
Duncan
yesterday.
that three.
Duncan knocked down eight of them things.
Duncan shooting that three.
He did. He ain't gonna do
He
nothing
owe
the
y'all
next
that,
4
though.
games.
That's what I said. But then he'll disappear after that, though.
Yeah, you're right.
Miami.
That's a majority thing.
You know
That's
he
a majority
David
thing. Stay
Copperfield
with him.
nephew. He David
You know, the
Copperfield
more
nephew. He
experience
gonna
they
disappear
get,
for the next 3 games.
the more
That's why I said. That's
experience
why.
they get,
That's why I
the better
want to see them just totally just go out there and just say, Atlanta, y'all done. Get this shit over with, and let's rest up for probably Embiid next round.
Yeah.
But let me ask you this question:
Mhm.
Is John Collins really hurt, or he
I
just
think
went out of Atlanta?
He went
I
out of
think
there.
Won out. I think he won out.
He
Yeah.
got the money, but he
I
still
think-
won out.
Yeah, I think you do too.
Yeah, because remember,
But
even
him
last-
and Ice Tray got off on the wrong foot.
yeah, they didn't get on the right foot. But see, I think Atlanta needs another playmaker to go alongside Trey. If somebody else got to take the pressure off of him on the perimeter, that can actually open up the court, and they don't have that right now in Atlanta. So that's another issue.
But how would you
Nah,
do that
you
with
can't-
somebody
you
that's ball
can't- you-
dominant like that?
You can't say that because he has the ball too much. They had Lou Will
Yeah.
and all them guys. He don't give guys a chance.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't make that argument that he need another playmaker. He don't give no one else a chance.
Didn't they
Exactly.
pick up that young boy too, Sharif Cooper or something like that in the draft?
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
he could be that role.
Yeah, Caleb had talking. He ain't even in the daggone truck.
Yo, he's 5'8". He not
People out the back.
Somebody tried to jump out. Somebody tried to jump
We up
out.
here
Yeah,
talking-
we back in here.
We up here. There you go. I was gonna say we up here talking to a ghost.
Somebody
Yo.
jumped out, Caleb.
Huh?
Yeah.
Somebody jumped out.
Yeah, I had to tie him back up, you know. Tie that ass back up.
Oh, good.
That's a good penny right there. Shorty was worth 10 racks. Can't let her go.
But what's your thought? What's your thoughts on Atlanta? What do they need? Because it looked like this series might be over.
Wing player. I feel like they got a bunch of bench players
same.
starting on the wing.
They got a bunch of the same people too.
Yeah. That's
Now, and I tell you what, though, I do like Gallinari, though. He been carrying his weight in Atlanta. Like, I want to get rid of him.
But see, this is what I think.
But
I think everybody that starts on their team besides Capella and Trae Young is role players. They bench
They
guys.
are role players. Yeah, they are
Make
bench
them
guys.
starters.
that's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
So until they build them guys up and get legitimate, Kevin Huerter is not a starter.
No.
DeAndre Hunter is not a starter.
Mm-hmm.
No.
And these guys, now don't get me wrong, I like Onyeka, he cool, but he's still not a starter.
No.
Okay.
DeAndre
Well,
Hunter can be a
They starting a bunch of role players.
That's the thing. They just started a bunch of role players. It's a solid little team.
And Trey, and Ice Trey.
It's funny how we talked about Golden State needed to make a trade to get rid of Wiseman to maybe bring in a vet or another person that could help them out right now. I think it's the same thing in Atlanta. They need to get rid of some of the young pieces to bring in that quality vet. They can go up there. Hold on, let me introduce my guy, yo. I see my guy, Mr. Forever Do Me in the building. He up there driving and riding. But I got to introduce my other birthday mate right there. What's up, Dip? Coming over from Taz TV 410 on treadmill Monday, doing this thing. How you doing today, sir?
Yeah, man, Dipper, man. It's our day, G. It's our day,
Yes,
man.
sir. It's our day, man.
Oh, Dipper.
What's
What's going
up,
on,
fellas?
shorty? How you
I've been
been, man?
Hey, I've been waiting to get on with y'all, man. I love y'all. I'm here to listen, yo.
I know, man. I appreciate you popping through, though.
Bro, you better get in there, Dipper.
Hey,
Dip, look, it ain't high school season, coach. We ain't got to worry about him talking all that Lake Clifton shit. They already done won 5 in a row. We all right. We don't got hit no more.
hey,
We ain't got hit no more. Yeah, Lee.
Hey,
Yeah,
Clifton.
Coach Trick doing his thing.
Dipper
Hey,
gonna
what-
make me walk down to the pool.
right.
Go down to the pool.
Yeah,
Yes,
let me
but-
walk out on my patio. Dipper on here. Let me show off a little bit.
Yeah. But let's
Hey,
go.
Dipper, don't
Let's
you want
go.
some of this sunshine, baby? These palm trees.
Look at
Dip,
that,
what's
yo.
up?
He like
I'm
the
in the
cold.
rain.
He like the cold, coach. He like the
I'm
cold.
in the
where he
rain,
at,
man. This Oregon,
like-
man. I'm in the rain.
He like the cold.
Yeah, he like the cold. He like the
Oh,
cold
man,
up
come
in
on,
Oregon,
man, get
yo.
some of this sunshine.
Yeah. But let's go ahead and talk about Philly. I like how VP talked about that series. Philly going up against Toronto. It looks like the heavyweights going up against the lightweights right now. As it's Embiid and my guy Ty Maxey, man. I'm glad they kept him. Maxey showing his worth. Went out there and they smoked Toronto. I hope Scotty Barnes is okay to continue to playing in the playoffs. I like the young rookie, but it looks like they might be outmatched right now. What's your thoughts on that Raptors and the Sixers?
I mean, you're right. They gonna be outmatched, yo. Like,
Yeah, they ain't got nothing for Embiid.
Next
At all.
next
It's a
topic.
sweep, man.
Next
all.
topic.
You calling it sweet? No issues with
It's a
Thibault
sweep.
not playing.
Yeah,
Plus Harden
that's why I
showing up.
said only reason why it might be a sweep now is even with Thibault not being able to play game 3 and 4, they might not have Scotty Barnes for 3 and 4. So
Yeah, he out, Gary Trent out, and Thaddeus Young.
Oh yeah, they done.
Yeah, they done. Hey, let's go ahead and lead there. Let's go to that 3-6 matchup in the East, and that's the defending champions, the
I don't
Bucks.
think it's a
against the
sweep.
Bulls.
I
You don't
think,
think so, Dip?
I think Toronto at least can get one.
It's a lot of
Ooh.
injuries
I
over
mean,
there.
man, Nick Nurse, man, in the past has done a good job with Embiid containing them. My thing is with Philly, I'm not trusting James Harden yet.
Yeah.
And
But
I
when
think
you-
if-
He's doing it so far.
You
So
do
far, so
know
good.
you do
But
know
I
that
got-
Joel Embiid was 5 for 15 and they still won by like 20.
But I gotta ask you this though, Dip, and this one for you too, Rivers. With Nick Nurse, is his mind in the LA?
Man.
Ooh. Ooh.
Why would you go to LA? Here's my question. Why would he go? I wouldn't go to LA.
It's a legacy
Ooh.
thing though when you go to LA.
Ooh.
The pressure of the coach, watching what they did to Frank Vogel, Nick Nurse better not touch that.
Nick Nurse is better than Frank Vogel, though. He's a better X's and O's guy.
Yeah, he is.
I agree, but will they listen to him? Will they listen to him?
Every coach that
Yeah,
LBJ had, he done got fired. I would not go there.
But it's like because
That's
Nick,
good.
with
Hold
Nick
on, hold
Nurse
on,
in
hold on.
Toronto,
Yeah.
he's
Hold
a
up,
championship coach, and
Yeah,
nobody
I was
rarely
about to say.
talks about him.
Yeah,
And they
so
respect him in Toronto.
check me out. We're gonna come back to that after we do the
Okay,
because there's a very good point though about Nick Nurse going out there because some other things might happen. Let's go to that 4-5. That 4-5 was Philly and Toronto. The 3-6. The Bucks going up against the Bulls.
Sweet.
That series I think is going to be a lot closer than what people think. And when I
Sweet.
say close, I'm not saying a sweep. I'm thinking the games are going to be closer than what people think.
Is
And
Lonzo
I need Swole on here.
oh, I do.
What you need Swole for? What you need Swole?
He's the Bulls fan. He's the
Man,
Bulls.
Oh, yeah,
Bro.
yeah.
Bulls
I
winning
like-
1 or 2.
like as much as we get on James Harden about his playoff performance, DeRozan got to be allergic to the playoffs or something.
True. He showed up too. He showed up game 1.
Yeah, I already say he played good. Him and
Who,
Caruso.
DeRozan
Yeah.
was 6. He was 6 for 26 yesterday.
The Rosen was
You know
red
the
hot
math
garbage.
on that?
He always
25%.
he always 6 for 26.
But we talking about completely disappearing, like him and Harden has done in the past.
That
They
is
just-
disappearing. 6 for 26.
Yeah,
Game
6 for
1.
6
But
for
he
26.
always like that. They always his numbers.
That's
That's
also
it.
like, but he was
Nah.
talking. He was
Yeah,
in
that's how
MVP
come-
conversations during the season.
That's how come the Raptors let him go.
Yeah,
That's what I
because he
said,
just
when it become late
not
April
like
and May, he just disappears.
Yep.
Zach LaVine didn't disappear. He just got caught in foul trouble trying to pick up the weight. But they need another guy to score.
Chicago can get 2, right?
You said 2?
Yeah.
I don't think
They
they
got
get
3 scores though.
Nah,
You said who getting 2?
They
Chicago
got
getting 2
5
from the
scorers.
Bucks.
They got 5 scorers. They ain't got enough though. But they got 5 scorers though. They got guys that can put that ball in the basket.
and they got a
That's a
solid
fact.
3 with what is it, Valanciunas? What's his name in the center?
Yeah.
Oh,
And Kobe White showed up, but they just don't have
Are you
enough.
talking about Vucevic?
It looked like
ran
it, but
I'm getting-
at the end of that game, though, it looked like they don't know who the closer is in the playoffs yet.
You're
It's supposed to be
you're absolutely
DeRozan.
right.
So it because it was like it was Caruso taking shots, Kobe White. It looked like a bunch of we don't know.
It's supposed to be the guy that they went after, which is DeRozan, but they don't know.
Back Levine. I
It
mean,
gotta be between Levine and DeRozan. They gotta
Well,
figure that out.
I would lean more towards it being DeRozan because of the things he was doing through the year, like closing out ball games, hitting the game winners. They were going through him, but for some reason, it's like they tailed off after the All-Star break. As a matter of fact, even before then, after the Lonzo injury. Shout out to LeVar Ball as usual. We do on the show.
And I'm mad that the Bulls got this matchup too because I wanted to see Levine start to take that next level, but look like he's gonna
Not
be
with
home.
that
It's the
knee.
time for him to take that though. Like,
Not with
he
that
gotta
knee.
show
He
up
hurt.
now.
Yeah.
He hurt.
Done? Is he done for the series?
Who?
Lonzo.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
Easy.
Oh, well. One game.
It's in one game now.
I think Lonzo make guys better because he's like an old-fashioned point guard, a passive point guard.
Yeah.
So I got one game. That's about it now.
Yeah, I don't even think they're gonna get one.
Yeah, gentleman sweep. I got gentleman sweep.
Yeah, I think that's a gentleman's sweep.
I think it's a gentleman's sweep as well. And then let's go to the last matchup, but the best matchup in the East. The Boston Celtics going up against the Brooklyn Nets.
Oh,
Versus
I'm
the
so-
referee.
I saw a lot of stuff yesterday.
the
Now-
Celtics gonna get two.
This is the series, and I think this is the time and
I'd take that
segment to
bet.
show that we got to really dissect what we just seen in game one.
Ooh.
So for me in game one, what I seen was a lot of physicality being allowed by the referees, and I liked it. Why? Because you're going to see who's really going to get that grit and grind to win this series.
That's the
And
Boston
shout out-
favor.
And that's another good thing. That is in the Boston's favor. But shout out to Jason Tatum yesterday because the man showed why the hype is there. Because he went out and showed everybody I can carry this team, be the leader of this team, and forget the game winner. I'm talking about the things he was doing throughout the game. It was a point in the game where he was 1 for 6, but he had 8 assists. And then all of a sudden he was like, all right, let me go get my buckets real quick. And he dropped like the next 13 for Boston. That's a leader right there. Jason Tatum is starting to take the mantle and show everybody what his real worth and grit is. But what's y'all thoughts, man? Anybody go all the way around? Whoever want to go first?
I mean, he cooks the Nets. No, it's something about when you see KD that he go out there and he feel like he got to prove something to them. But they only gonna get 2 games out that series, man.
So you
I
still
feel
think
like them blowing that 15-point lead exposed a lot. I don't think they can afford to
I
do
take that bet, Joe Pace. I take that bet. Just tell me your number.
All right. What you think?
I think it's going 7.
I don't think they're gonna. And KD shot
Man,
with shaky.
Kyrie gonna get treated every time he in Boston. He's still gonna show up. But after a while, that's gonna sink in and start to bother those other
He
dudes.
wasn't affected yesterday.
I just said he's still gonna show up.
But
He
so
still
what
gonna do that.
happens when both of them show up? Him and KD.
All right, when both of them show up, they got 60 points. That's 30 and 30. What's your point? That's an ESPN special. What about the other dudes?
Yo, that means KD
Yeah, 'cause
is
they still
passing
ain't
to other
doing
people. I just watched
That's not
him.
enough.
See,
That's not enough.
my thing about Brooklyn.
I just watched him take apart the Cavs doing that.
My thing
All right,
about
let me ask
Brooklyn.
y'all this though.
hold up. Go ahead.
You think the
Huh?
No, my thing about
y'all
Brooklyn.
think the
and
Celtics gonna have 4 players with 20+ points again?
they always do though. That's their normal.
Wait, what?
I don't think they're gonna follow up that performance. That's just me. I don't think
I
see
they're
my-
gonna follow up that.
Go ahead, Ray, and I'm gonna go back after that. Go ahead.
See, my thing is, I said it on the show the other day with Brooklyn. It's basically KD back in OKC. They running the show. I don't think you can win a playoff series going 1-on-1 every single time down the court.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Like They
Exactly.
ISO and that's like Kyrie got caught. He didn't think that double team was coming. He thought he was about to go
Exactly.
1-on-1. That double team caught him.
Exactly.
It fucked them all up. Like when KD was in Golden State, they ran pin downs. They ran curls for him. They let him post up. Now it's just back to him walking down the court, catch it at the top of the key, going 1-on-1, 1-on-1, 1-on-1.
Exactly.
They're not going to win the series that way.
And the same with KD. KD, they go 1-on-1 with him too when they get when they get all over the place like that. But let me say another thing about this series too. I don't think the Nets are going to make it out of this series either, because when I looked at that game yesterday, the Celtics really kind of surprised me. They got a lot more than I thought. They have a lot more than I thought they did. And the other thing is, you got to realize that the Nets only have 20th ranked defense, and it showed yesterday. Defense wins games. Defense wins championships.
And that's my
and they gotta see they playing these guys, and all of the guys that they playing right now got C-section scars and bullet wounds. These guys is hoodlum. They put they roughing them up.
Yeah, and bringing Horford back was major.
Yeah, man,
Horford back was major, because you see how Horford jumped out on Kyrie on that last possession they had. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Horford can be an X factor in that series.
Now here's my thing though, fellas. For the whole beef of the 30 for 30 special that they're gonna give you from Brooklyn, they lost by 1 point on a broken play at the end because, in my opinion, great coaching. Coach didn't decide to call a timeout, kept going through, and then caught the 20th ranked defense in the Nets off guard. Everybody was ball watching. Tatum cut back door, easy layup, win the game. And they won the game on a game-winner, one shot, 1 point. I personally think and KD had one of his worst performances in a long time. It was a bad game for Kevin Durant. If he had the one bad game, just imagine if he has this consistent regular game that he has. They're gonna win.
We can't.
Exactly.
It's gonna go seven.
I heard a lot of people keep saying that, but we can't keep saying that, because on the other end, we could say Jaylen Brown can go for his. Sometimes when he go for 40 and 50. So like,
but they inconsistent. Both of them. It's rare that both of them firing on both cylinders at the same time. We talking about one-on-one basketball.
Lately though,
they're the kings of that. Them two are free agents on them. When you give them the ball, they don't operate off each other like that.
And then and who says that if KD hitting like that, who says Kyrie gonna have that same game?
Well, here's the biggest adjustment.
Kyrie he gonna have that game.
The biggest adjustment for real in this series is, what will Steve Nash do? He has to make coaching adjustments in this series, because if he doesn't, they're dead in the water.
I thought he was a better coach.
Hold up, Steve Nash is a coach.
I thought Steve Nash was a better coach.
I thought Steve Nash was a Hall of Fame. Is he a coach though?
Yeah, I thought he was a better coach.
He tried to be one.
I'd never known him to coach a day in my life. I just thought he was there to watch the game.
That's what Kyrie told him.
But you know what, though, Greg?
Kyrie said,
that's the thing. It's always point guards that make the transition to coaching. Mm-hmm. And I thought that he was very capable at first, but yeah, he getting exposed.
Because the league was going to kill him. He's going to have to decide.
Avery Johnson was going to be a good coach too.
What's killing them? He's going to have to decide. When Boston got Diaz and Horford on the court together, he's going to have to put LA out there sometimes.
Yeah, true.
But
I'm gonna tell you what the biggest thing that's getting him is that he can't coach big personalities, and he sure enough can't fuck with Kyrie, because Kyrie ain't listening to nothing he's saying.
Yeah, because Kyrie told him at the beginning of the season, we don't need no coach.
Exactly.
That's why I thought they ain't have one. They out there yelling, they got winners.
Yo, Greg, crazy as shit, man.
So, all that being said, Celtics won on a game-winning, you feel me, layup. So,
I just hope the refs don't mess this series up, though.
I got Celtics.
I don't think the refs will mess.
He got away with one yesterday.
I got Celtics in 7.
Got away with one.
I got Brooklyn at 6.
Yeah, the refs called it real tight. And I just hope they either continue that or just, because they could, what was 30 fouls in the first 2 quarters?
Yeah, it was great.
That was retarded.
So the Nets were in the penalty early in the first quarter. They were in the penalty early.
He made it built to the Boston coaches is under he been under Coach Pop's tree for a long time. So his coach is gonna be there. I agree.
Oh yeah.
It's on Steve Nash now. They got to move the
it's
ball.
definitely up to Nash. It's definitely up to Nash.
If Brooklyn's gonna win, it's not about Kyrie and KD. It's about everybody else.
Yeah, they need an other.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They need an other.
They're gonna do their thing. They need other guys to step up.
Well, who's gonna be that guy? That's the whole thing. Is it Dragic? Is it gonna be Curry?
It's gonna be that dude.
That's who's struggling for them right now, Curry.
It's definitely not. It's definitely not gonna be Andre Drummond. He's a bum.
Andre Drummond was doing his thing game one.
I don't like
Steph Curry. Steph Curry is a liability on defense.
Yeah, he a liability on defense.
Steph Curry is a liability. That's why
I said because they had him guarding Theus, and Theus was just getting offensive rebounds, little putbacks.
Honestly, they all liabilities on defense, for real. I mean, KD played defense, but
not Bruce Brown, but everybody else.
Played defense when he
Yeah, I
won.
was about to say Bruce Brown.
Brown the only
no,
one.
Bruce Brown. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, true.
Because that kid Claxton, he's soft as nasty.
Yeah, he is. He definitely is. Let's jump over to the Western, though. Let's go to the Western Conference because I think that Boston series is going to be something we're going to be talking about a whole lot because it might go 7. It definitely might go 7, but it's going to be interesting. The best thing I think that happens in that series, staying on it real quick, is that the games are so far extended because Game 2 is not till Wednesday, and then Game 3 is on Saturday.
That's in Brooklyn's favor.
And that's in Brooklyn's favor. So we should see how this plays out. We'll definitely see how this plays out. Let's go over to the West, man. Phoenix. Chris Paul and them
over.
Phoenix,
that shit over.
Phoenix is going to beat the Pelicans in 2 games.
Yeah.
I think this series is over.
Phoenix in 2.
The only
you're
gonna stop being in a hurry to talk about these games we know over, man.
Hey, only thing I might want to see out of that is Zion going to play when he go back to New Orleans.
Man, that's
Pelicans gonna get 1. I'm calling it right now.
They might get 1.
Yeah, they might get 1.
Are y'all afraid to call a sweep show? Y'all afraid to call a sweep?
That's a sweep.
I just said it too.
The brim out the closet.
Yeah, get the brim out for them.
We'll get 1 at home.
Like, because the thing about it though, that's why I didn't like the play in. We are talking about a 36 and 46 team.
Yeah.
Like they're not a good team.
And if Big Hero 6 play 1 game, then that's it. They get 1.
As I said, like they not a good team.
But the crazy thing is when you look. The crazy thing is though, when you look at the Pelicans roster up and down, they got a real good roster.
Yeah, they do.
And they got a young.
So it must be coaching.
Is a rookie coach in the building. There's a rookie coach. So we gotta see how it goes. Willie Green, rookie coach, trying to see how it happens. Let's go to the 4-5 matchup, and that is Dallas against Utah. This is
hold up. Before we leave that game, I will say this about the Pelicans. They don't need anything. They got everything.
They do.
Everything for what?
To win 1 game.
No, I'm saying they got everything. They not weak at guard. They not weak on the wings. They not weak in the post.
Oh yeah, it's gonna take an off because CJ just got there, Zion out there. It's gonna take an off season for it to click.
Yeah, that roster is good from top to bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Zion
everything Portland had, and that was everything to block them from a good draft pick. They're not winning the West in the next 5 years. Y'all don't see that. So they don't have everything. Like competing for a championship.
Hold up, but why we don't see them winning the West? Chris Paul gonna be gone in 2 years. LeBron gonna be gone in a year. Why we don't see them winning the West? Huh?
They not. You said Chris Paul and LeBron gonna be gone.
LeBron can play 350, and that ain't gonna make no difference. With that raggedy ass Lakers team.
Not about to keep it. No, Pelicans aren't winning the West for 5 years. And I can damn near guarantee.
But look, I'm kind of glad that Caleb said that because the other day he kept talking 2 years. So at least he gave him an extra 3.
Yeah, at least he gave
him an extra 3.
That's because he thought
was
about
blowing
it.
teams up in 2 years. He was
Look,
definitely blowing
Caleb
teams
blew
up in 2
every
years.
team up that was in the playoff picture at 2 years. So
And I
let me
was
see,
mad because we was fighting them over the Clippers thing. As soon as we get off, they talking about Kawhi mad already. Like, oh shit.
And they got 2 lottery picks this year.
I'm gonna tell you this from a coaching perspective. If I had that Pelican roster, first thing I would do is I would keep motherfucking Zion away from the dinner table.
Oh yeah,
he in
Big
New
Hero 6
Orleans,
got
man.
But I can tell
I
you
would
this.
trade him.
But I wouldn't trade him. I would get his ass a nutritionist, a chef, and all of that, all of the above. And I
Man.
guarantee you, with that
Coach.
roster, I would
Coach.
win the West.
Coach,
Man.
you telling a young country boy from deep in South Carolina.
Stop eating.
No,
Thanksgiving meals every day from grandma, South Carolina.
That roster,
walking
is good enough to win the West.
That roster is stacked.
and now he in New Orleans eating
Then he
nothing
in
but
New
gumbo.
Orleans.
Man, that kid, I would have that boy walking around
But
with
you
an
right,
IV.
you right about that. You right about that.
Like that boy ain't gonna be able to put a sandwich down.
Yeah, you right.
But the thing is, so Zion
Get-
is solid. Like he's not gonna lose muscle. He's just gonna be solid as shit. Like he a fucking linebacker. Like yo, I don't know how much y'all think he's gonna lose by going on a diet.
But
That
Caleb,
nigga look
yeah,
like
defensive
Zion
end.
Donald.
but Caleb, but somebody got to stress to him, once he loses athleticism, he's finished.
Exactly.
So he
We-
got to
we
keep
knew
that weight
from
down.
day one.
Exactly.
So why
That's
risk
from day one.
Why risk it? If we think it's a chance, I'm saying trade him while it's value high, and just
Right.
see what happens. If
I
we're
don't
saying
need him. That roster is stacked. I don't need him.
if
That
we're saying the
roster
roster
is
is
stacked.
stacked, I'm saying why is value high? Trade him and get the couple pieces you think you need. Then we talk about winning.
Well, Zion
That's
in
a
New York
fact.
next year. Then put it
I
down.
think. Hey, look,
Okay,
don't
for RJ
call
Barrett.
come back. I think Zion in New York too.
Yeah, I'm about to say,
Okay, well, if you don't give up their
Yeah, that's
pieces,
possible.
I take Julius
RJ
Randle in
Barrett,
2 first rounders.
quickly, I don't want
I take
Randle.
Julius
I think the
Randle in 2
Pelicans would
first
take
rounders.
that too. I think the Pelicans would take that too.
I take that.
Yeah,
You
that's
give
not
me
a bad
20.
deal.
You give me
That's not
20
a
and
bad
8.
deal.
You give me 20 and 8 for 23 and 7. I take that.
Randall, quickly, and
And
RJ
2 first
Barrett.
round picks.
Let's go.
And 2
Well,
first
it's just
round
like,
picks. Yeah,
look,
that's definitely.
Hey, coach, Greg just said it best. They got 2 first round picks this year. So that's the package. You want this? All right, I'll give you Zion and these 2 picks. You can give me Julius Randle. It may not look right on paper, but the money gonna line up correct. The potential gonna be there because Zion stays hurt. So you make that move and you just go from there.
So
Nah,
you just
New
gonna put the
York
Lakers
gotta
back
give up
together?
the pick.
You gonna put
New
the
York
Lakers
gotta
back
give up
together
the
with
pick.
Randall?
I'm
No,
about
you
to
get
say you putting
the
the
big
Lakers
blue
New
back
York
Devils
is
in
the
New York.
ones giving up the 2 picks.
Yeah, the Pelicans ain't giving up no one.
Pelicans ain't giving up no picks. New
gotta
York
give up
need a
one.
face.
New York gonna
New
give
York
up
need
them
a
2
face
picks.
to the
New York will give up.
franchise.
That's what I'm talking about. New York will give up them 2 picks. They'll send that all over for Zion.
Right.
They'll do that, and that's more depth for the Pelicans to play with because now the Pelicans have 4 picks. You know what I'm saying? To get even more pieces around them. Where they'll
this
probably
was-
trade some of those picks to get, a
Caleb,
quality.
I take that bet. I take that bet though. They gonna be a
Well,
problem in the West.
No. We never said a problem. We said winning the West.
Okay.
I don't care if you're a problem. Portland was a problem in the West for years. And
No,
didn't
they
win
weren't.
shit.
Portland was never
Yeah.
a real.
Portland
was
wasn't
never
a problem in the West.
Portland
No, they
was
wasn't a
crazy.
problem. They was another team in the West that had a record. That's it.
And that's who the Pelicans gonna be. That's exactly who the Pelicans gonna be.
I hear
Hey,
you.
before we move on, I'm gonna say something. This might sound crazy to y'all right now, but if you want to talk 5 years, the Houston Rockets. I like their young core. They're gonna draft Chet or Banchero. They're gonna be a lottery again.
You said it right. That sounds crazy to us. Go ahead.
Not
Move on.
winning. I'm not,
That sounds crazy to us.
I can't get them that. I can't get them that yet because again, that's another.
I know it
issue.
sounds
Dipper know what
crazy.
he's talking
They
about, though.
will struggle to win the
You made a
BSN.
joke out of it, but Dipper know
Jalen
what he's
Green
talking
is
about.
gonna be another Ja Morant in 3 years. I'm just letting you know.
They will struggle to win the BSN. Let's go.
Hey, save this G.
Greg,
Greg got jokes, but Dipper on the
Save
something,
this
though.
one. Save it, G. I'm telling y'all. Houston
it's
Rockets.
gonna be on there. That's good
Yeah.
though. So let's go to that 4-5. Let's go to that 4-5. This is the
Let's
most
go.
unranked series, and that's Utah going up against Dallas because there is no Luka Doncic. I do not think he's going to play at all in this series. They're going to fight, but I think it might be a sweep with Utah because no Luka is going to lead to a sweep.
That's either a sweep or Donovan Mitchell.
If Utah don't sweep them, it's embarrassing.
If they don't sweep, Spider asking for a trade.
Yep.
I think Spider asked for a trade regardless.
Yeah, he was upset they let Joe Ingles go, and he really don't mess with Rudy Gobert. So yeah,
Spider in New York.
And Rudy Gobert will give everybody COVID again.
Rudy gave the whole NBA COVID. That nigga done.
One of them have to go. It's gonna either be, it might be both, because I heard rumors that Dallas wants Rudy Gobert, so it might be both. They both might be gone, and Utah might be in a rebuild, but they have to win. They have to win this series in 4 games.
Yo, Rudy
Spider didn't get a contract extension.
Yeah,
now he already signed that.
He did, but he doesn't want to be there. You know how the Stars, if he don't want to be there, he gonna force himself out.
Oh shit!
Rudy in Dallas.
That motherfucker gonna be another KD.
Dallas guys stop trying to get all these tall guys. They need some guys that can score, man.
They got a couple.
See, but I talked about Dallas the other day. It's just so. I talked about. I said it's so weird for like the last 30 years. Dallas could never get another player to go along with their stars.
Never.
They could never get nobody to go along. Dirt.
You ever been to Dallas?
That's a nice market too.
But the way the NBA players think, tax-free state, great owner, shit like that, like you would think they would flock to Dallas.
Hey, Pace, go ahead.
I agree.
Your point too, though, about Dallas. What you about to say about Dallas?
Who's in Dallas?
And Dallas is the move. Dallas is the move.
You would think
when I went to relocate, I was looking at Texas and Florida.
Like
so
you
Dallas
told me you gonna give me 100
but
million.
Was you looking at Dallas,
San
Antonio, Houston?
No, I would live in San Antonio, but I would live in Houston or Dallas.
But Greg had made a great point about it, though. He said, "Do people want to play second fiddle to a foreigner?"
And that's the issue. No,
it's just like not the issue. I think so. Dallas has always been that. They never really for some reason. I mean, and they in a big market. Well, I wouldn't call it I wouldn't call it a LA market or a Chicago market.
Let me go.
Or New York market. But they definitely got a big enough market to attract players. The problem
it's not about the market though, Coach. It's about the fact that when you're going to Dallas since 1999, the face of the team is going to be the foreign player, which is Dirk Nowitzki.
All right, so.
Oh yeah.
Let's keep it real.
Go down there and be that second guy who might be just as the Dirk.
I'm gonna say what you scared to say, man. It's not a foreign player. It's a white foreign player.
It's a white foreign player.
It's a white foreign player all around him. It's a white foreign player. It's not about being a foreign player. It's white. That's the key ingredient.
Foreign players are taking over the league.
Y'all trying to say Mark Cuban ain't down?
No,
I'm not saying he's not down. We're talking about the player.
Mark Cuban down, but I just don't think the player's down with the player.
What's his last name?
Franchise.
But Mark Cuban is the reason they're there.
Right. That's
shit. What y'all trying to say?
So all right, I remember I read the report when they were saying Kobe was interested in playing with Dirk, and Kobe was thinking about leaving the Lakers to go play with Dallas. This is after they had just got beat by Dallas the year that Dallas won a championship.
Kobe I remember that.
Wanted to go down. And they were going to make the move. They were going to make the trade. But then the Lakers paid Kobe that big extension when he got the 2 years, $100 million.
Was that after Shaq?
Never do that.
This is after Kobe's last championship. This is after they got beat when Bynum elbowed JJ Barrera in the trade.
When they got swept, right?
When they got swept, they were gonna make it happen, but Kobe got the re-up deal with the Lakers. And Kobe is the kind of guy that I would have been like, yeah, he knows he's the bigger star to go down to Dallas and play with Dirk. It still would have been Dirk's team as the face, but he would have been the better talent, a la LeBron and D Wade in Miami. But
KD and Golden State.
Exactly. But it didn't happen. And I'm just looking at the young players. Luka Doncic is going to be there for the next 15 years, as long as he stays healthy.
Oh, yeah.
What young star is going to go to Dallas and say, yo, I'm willing to be the second face on this team to help us win a championship. I don't see it. Donovan Mitchell saying I'll go to Dallas and play second to.
No. Donovan Mitchell wants to go to a real contender.
I don't even see a Jaylen Brown doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see those young dudes gonna do that. And I don't know if it's because of, like Caleb said, the white foreign player, or is it because
it's the white foreign player? Because your 2-time MVP gonna go through the same thing. If it ain't the players that Denver draft on that team, ain't nobody going there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're right.
And that's a 2-time MVP.
And that was and that's exactly why I segued into that from this Dallas, Utah, getting ready to go into the Golden State and Denver series. Because look at that, like Ray just said, Denver's missing their draft picks, which is Murray and Porter Jr. But the only reason why they are there is because they were drafted and got those rookie extensions. Because once the extensions are gone, them dudes is gone. I'm 100% sure that both Murray and Porter will be gone after their deal is up.
I think Porter might be done for real. Y'all keep having back injuries, bro. And I ain't no light injury. Like, you only gonna get so many surgeries on the back and have
that back.
We gonna pay you such. Nigga, he about to be a journeyman, signing 1-year contracts, 2-year contracts.
And he got the best agent. He got one of the best agents.
Yeah, I'm about to say he gonna be on top of that rivalry list then.
Listen, he got 200 million. He got 200 million and only played well in the bubble.
You know what? See where he go after this.
I don't.
When he on his third, I don't see him as
a star anyway. They overpaid for him. I don't see him as a star anyway.
But that was just them trying to keep him though.
Yeah, but you wouldn't as a scorer and a young dude, you wouldn't go play with Jokic that's gonna get you that ball, yo.
I would love to.
Yeah, I would.
Like, he gonna get you that ball.
Luka the same way. Luka give you that route too.
I don't know about Luka though.
That's us saying that.
I don't know about Luka.
We're not millionaires. Those guys, they got that money. Their egos get in the way.
Their ego get a little crazy. Yeah.
I don't know about Luka.
Now Luka give you that route.
It's the white boy foreigner effect, yo. That's all it is. Because I got a problem trying to go to Philly with Embiid. He African as shit. They don't care about foreigners.
There's definitely the white factor.
But the difference between Luka and Jokic, Luka be looking to score. He be trying to score.
He do.
Like, Jokic
he be looking to score, but he still be third in the NBA in assists. So you tell me where he messing up.
Yeah. But Jokic gonna get you that ball. Like,
who does Golden State play after this series? Between
Memphis or Wolves.
Golden State winning the series, huh?
Yes.
They got the easiest pathway to the finals. If the next team is either Memphis.
This one is sweet. That Denver Golden State is a sweep.
No.
Man, I'm gonna need Clay to go do something to Raj like he used to back in the day, because fuck her for asking that question to Jordan Poole at the game.
Ray, you off.
I missed it. What did he ask her, Ray?
You deserve. Don't you think you deserve more minutes?
Oh gosh, she's trying to mess up the chemistry.
Yeah. God damn.
And then he had to say no comment.
Right.
Listen, man. What fucking Clay up is that damn headband. Take the headband off. Go back to
the night. Because the night Steph starts back tonight, so now Poole back on the bench. So now that's gonna be the news. Like, oh, Poole he just had 40. Why he ain't playing more minutes?
You think Poole gonna look for more money?
Golden State was 6.
Poole. Somebody getting traded.
Wiggins.
Somebody getting traded.
You wanted to be Wiggins.
That's all I'm saying about somebody getting traded.
Wiggins got 1 year left. That's a good trade.
There's two people that I think that would get traded from Golden State. Wiggins is obviously the high priority. I think he's the number one trade that we all think. But
man, that's the starting lineup.
I actually think the other
somebody got to make room for Poole's 40.
Right, but I think the other.
Hold up though, real quick, Ray. You know what the crazy point is? We talking about Poole. It's Kumanga. That's the one who need to get more minutes.
But that's why I think dealt, and I think the person that's going to get dealt is going to be Klay Thompson. The contract, they don't.
You going into the forbidden zone?
Uh-oh. Calm down, Ray. Calm down, Ray.
Hey, yo.
That's all what it is. They already look. They already gave him love and saying, "Hey, look, we're gonna pay you." When he got hurt, when he tore up his ACL, right? Set out that whole season. They was cool, but then he tears his Achilles, so he got to set out.
Don't make him a Laker. Don't do it.
And now he's halfway there. He only played half of this contract. He ain't even played half of this contract, but half of the contract's already up.
Don't make him a Laker.
Go ahead and make a move, and they're gonna trade him. I don't know where they're gonna trade him at.
Don't
do
trade
it. Draymond before they trade.
You know what?
They gonna stay loyal to Trey.
They won't trade him to the Lakers.
It was a rumor for
the Clippers. He might get traded
for
Terrence Mann, something like that.
But it was a rumor for Clay and Wiseman to go to the Lakers.
Nah, they gonna show loyalty to Clay.
Anthony Davis, you gotta stop watching the herd, Joe Pace. We ain't gonna worry about that show when they talk about we gonna trade Wiseman.
You said the herd.
We ain't doing that.
Yeah.
Nah, they gonna show loyalty to Clay.
They already did. They gave him 3 years.
Yeah, Clay gonna finish his career in Golden State.
No, he's not.
You say who?
No, he's not.
No, he's not. Right now.
For one, they're not gonna break up the Splash Brothers. They'll break up everybody else. They're not gonna break up the Splash Brothers.
We talking about what GM's doing. You gotta think about
they talking about on Sports Center as we speak
nowadays.
They talking Curry, Poole, Thompson, Wiggins, and Green. That's what they talk about now. Is the
Draymond gone. Clay gonna ask for a trade in 2 or 3 years.
It is.
Yo, that's what they talking about on Sports Center as we speak. Curry, Poole, Thompson, Wiggins, and Green. Starting lineup is the most effective.
That's fine for this year. See, this is what I'm getting at. We're not talking about what's getting ready to happen if they potentially win a championship. We're talking about next year, the off season. Everybody's a year older. Draymond already giving you the inclinations of, it's about that time. I'm about to get ready to go into TNT and be taking over Charles Barkley.
He's done.
He's done. So now once he's done, they're gonna make that move. Because all right, watch this. This for everybody. Do y'all honestly think Klay Thompson or Draymond Green, for that matter, are getting another big super contract?
No.
Hell no, they can't.
And that's why, but that's another reason why I think as GMs, they're saying, hey, look, we could do what we did with Andre Iguodala. We'll trade you to an up-and-coming team that can't hurt us and get some assets back. But once they release you or buy you back out, guess what? You can always come back home. And we love you to play. That's what I think could happen with Klay Thompson. I ain't saying that, Klay gonna get traded to the Orlando.
Not the same. That's not the same.
But they're gonna make moves, man.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. You can't compare Klay Thompson to Andre Iguodala.
Exactly.
You can't do that.
It's not
that's not the same.
It's not about the name.
If he get traded,
it's all about the name.
Lakers, that's a done deal.
It's about
about the name.
It's about the money. Check me
and the money come with a name. The money come with a name.
Golden State has proven the way they came up on the Forbes list as the number 2 franchise in the NBA, they ain't not worried about the money.
Okay, we're gonna see. I mean,
that's why Wiggins will be on his last year next year of his contract, $37 million.
You can't stand Wiggins, yo.
and now you can sit there and say, I got a 28-year-old all-star on his last year of his deal. Everybody in the league will take that.
And that's why I said Wiggins is going to be the number 1 priority to be moved.
Hey, nobody like no foreign players, yo.
You said nobody want Wiggins.
Don't nobody want Wiggins, man.
I bet. Well, no.
For that contract, they will.
A bullshit team would want Wiggins.
Yeah, for that contract, because you could dump that salary.
Matter of fact, here's a perfect fit for him. The team they playing, Denver. Michael Porter Jr. ain't playing. He hurt. I bet you they would take Wiggins because he do get you at least 18 to 20 every night. They need another score.
You're talking about this like that's not a coaching decision. For real, that Wiggins ass on the bench, bring him off 6 man. start Poole. Simple.
Yeah, that's what it's simple as that.
That's fine, but I'm
Simple as that.
I'm looking at the business aspect of
It
Put
it.
that
is.
nigga on the
Hold
bench.
up,
Sorry,
watch this.
There
motherfucker.
it is.
Ray, you good
Watch
with
this,
that?
though, because
Ray
we
good with
talking
that.
about Golden State. We talking about Golden State a whole year out if they do this for next season. Because remember, they still got to pay the extension for, which I think they will, for Jordan Poole on his rookie extension because it won't cost as much. But when you look at Wiggins, his last year of his deal, $37 million coming out the bench as a six-man. When they can get something back in return for him,
Detroit will get him whatever they want for Wiggins.
I know, right?
exactly.
Damn.
I'll take a motherfucking.
Send his ass to
I'll
no
take a
man.
deep dish pizza for that motherfucker.
Joe Corby's out the
So
motherfucker.
you telling me you wouldn't take Jeremy Grant for Andrew Wiggins straight up?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
I would take that straight
Yes.
up in a heartbeat.
And that works for both teams.
Because Wiggins got to get up out of here. I hate his face.
Poole got. I think Poole should stay as a sixth man. They need energy off that bench.
Ray said he hates Wiggins' face. God damn.
Yo, he don't show no emotions, Joe. Like, how you in the NBA and you show no emotions? Like,
What's
that
his
nigga making
numbers
shit.
look like though, Ray?
He's
Huh?
he might just be slow, yo.
Forget the numbers.
What's Wiggins' numbers looking like though? What's his
All-star
numbers looking like, Ray?
All-star
That
starter.
nigga, yo, ain't no way in hell
Yeah.
playing next to Steph Curry. It's
What's
been
up, man?
proven that you should be averaging damn near 25 points or more a game. That nigga averaged 17.
All-star worthy, nigga. All-star worthy.
That's because Paul George and Kawhi was
Never
hurt.
averaged under 17, so you got to give him his due. He gonna
Andre
get you 20 a night.
Andrew Wiggins was an all-star starter this year.
Yeah.
Just because of Kawhi and Paul George. That's the only
Don't
reason
matter. It
why.
was only 10 of them, and he was one of them.
Exactly.
What's
But
up,
he-
Tom?
Look
He
at
showed his
the
I'm like
game the other
17.
look at the
You
game
don't
the
wanna-
other
you don't
night.
want to keep that 17 off the bench?
Hey, look.
Man,
hey,
fuck that
Mo,
nigga.
What did Wiggins what did Wiggins say after he got selected to the All-Star game? He said, "This only the beginning. I'm looking to be MVP next year." That's what he
Yeah.
said.
Just shut your ass up. like yo, this man is a number one draft pick at a prime age, all-star starter, and you barely noticed him the other night.
Hey,
Right.
Andrew Wiggins, baby. They got the best trade asset in the world.
Yeah, I thank KD. Thank you, KD.
Mm-hmm.
He's better than about at least 15 teams small forward though.
Yeah.
I just don't like him on us though. I just don't like him.
I would
So
say
here,
that.
here we go. Here we go.
Like I said, that's just the coaching move.
Atlanta would take him. Detroit would take him. Cleveland would take him.
Like,
Nah,
I remember
Cleveland ain't
Wiggins. Remember
You're not
Wiggins used
taking
to.
him. Nah.
Remember Wiggins used to dunk on people and all that shit.
Not Joe
He
Pace and
don't
them.
dunk on nobody.
Oh, I'm keeping them.
Hey,
I'm
look.
keeping them. If I'm the
You
Warriors,
never know,
I'm
they
starting
might call
Poole.
Philly- they might
I'm
call-
starting Poole and bringing him off 6 man.
They might call Philly and get Tobias Harris. The money average up
Man,
right there.
fuck Tobias Harris.
Woo!
That motherfucker be disappearing in the regular season.
Greg, just stick to
Damn,
what
don't do J.
That
Cole like
motherfucker
that.
be disappearing in the
you
regular
saying
season.
this crazy
Damn.
stuff. Oh, damn Tobias Harris.
I know.
Tobias-
We talking about people disappearing in the playoffs. That motherfucker disappears in the regular season.
Because if the Warriors go down, it's gonna be because Wiggins ain't nothing but Harrison Barnes.
Blame that shit on Wiggins.
Hey, let me tell you something, Ray. Don't be surprised if Kerr makes that move in this series. If he don't move Poole to the starting lineup, and
I hope he do. I hope he start
the
tonight.
bench. Don't be surprised.
I wouldn't be shocked though. I think if
I wouldn't
like
be
that-
shocked.
I
Or
like that.
or if you see Poole playing more minutes off the bench than Wiggins is starting.
Because don't let me
Believe
get
me,
on.
Kerr is a good coach.
Because don't let me get on Looney. Oh my God.
Look, this was funny.
And
I
you
was
got a
getting-
point with Looney.
I was
You got a
getting
point
ready
with
to
him.
Yeah.
Wiseman's supposed to be in there. I blame him.
They
Yeah,
said
I blame him.
They said Looney having his best season ever in the NBA this year. I said, "Oh shit!"
Wait,
That's what I said. Where?
That's just because he be out there. He was out there for 82 games. That's the only reason why.
Because he was
he was solid. He was solid like back when they was winning when at the end of their championship run. He was solid then.
That's funny. So look, let's go to the best matchup. I think this is going to be the most entertaining match. Memphis versus Minnesota.
Minnesota
T-Wolves
Jump up to get beat down.
Minnesota is
Still
6.
rocking with Timberwolves, man.
It's 6.
Well,
Talk your talk.
Cat showed up and did some amazing work in game 1. But that's mismatches, man. There's a lot of mismatches over there. But the kid, I've been saying it, I think he's gonna be the face of the league for the American player, and that is Anthony Edwards. He is showing everybody what he is all about.
Nasty.
Scoring.
I had to think the other day. What was the last number 1 pick that made an impact like this in his second season? Because with Derrick Rose won MVP, third season, right?
Third year,
yeah.
AD didn't do nothing early. Of course, Zion hurt.
You know what I'm about to say, right?
Didn't LeBron do something early?
LeBron.
His second season?
No.
LeBron
missed the playoffs.
LeBron didn't miss the playoffs his first 2 years.
The first 2?
But he was still impacting the league.
Yes, but he's talking. But Ray just said, where have we seen a number 1 pick with this much impact in the playoffs in year 2?
Playoffs in year 2.
Okay.
In the playoffs, it's 1 game. How much impact?
That game was historical. You almost broke the record.
Even just that though, Caleb, you just said you finished rocking with the Timberwolves. He had to play in the play-in to do what he had to get there, right? And who was the one?
You talking about the impact? You talking about the impact in the playoffs, and it's only been 1 game,
bro.
But how many? When was the last? That's what I'm saying. It's an impact already, because when the last time we seen a number 1 pick in the second year doing this?
Let me just be devil's advocate. Mind you, I'm going for Timberwolves. What if he disappeared the rest of the games?
And
he ain't make no damn impact.
Hey, watch this. He disappears the rest of the games, the Timberwolves are going home.
No, that's cool, but what I'm saying is y'all talking about an impact off of 1 game, bro. You got one a series.
He played 77 games this year. He ain't disappeared not 1. What's the chance?
Exactly. I'm talking about the playoffs,
he ain't going nowhere.
Bro. The playoffs is too early.
I just don't think I don't think Memphis got nothing for him.
I don't either.
Nobody got nothing really for him.
Because Dylan Brooks is trash.
Yeah,
I don't think he's
hacking ain't hurt. And I kind of think I had a feeling. I kept on saying when he come back, because I thought Bang was awesome for them all year. And I was like, when Brooks come back, is he gonna mess up that chemistry?
Kind of remind you of Jameer Nelson the year that Orlando went to the playoffs and went to the finals.
Yeah, right? And Skip was killing. Yep.
And Skip was killing, and then everything changed. That's the same thing going on here. But Anthony Edwards, I'm telling you, that's the future right there. That is the future. And Shorty, look at we talk about most improved players, and they had Ja Morant on that list, which again I don't agree with. But to watch what Anthony Edwards did from year 1 to year 2, just in the 3-point shooting alone, shows the growth. Man, Shorty is
I'm mad because I used to joke. I said he was gonna be KCP.
I'm glad he ain't.
The illegitimate son of Jordan.
Hey, I like Anthony Edwards, man. Anthony Edwards is doing his thing. So
I just like what I like about Minnesota is it's always good to see a young team that know their roles. Like all those guys know their role. Like none of them try to do nothing out the ordinary. And that's real good to see with young team.
Is D'Angelo Russell one of the most disrespected young guards in the league? Because we could tend to forget about him.
No, he just can't stay on the field. He's
been in the league for a minute.
He's not he don't have no impact on the court. He just
don't impact the court. He don't impact the game like he should, like he used to.
Them injuries, them injuries catch up to you. He been injured a lot, but they needed him to get that play in. They needed him when Cat was out there on that bullshit.
Yeah,
he stepped up. Then when you forget about him, he'll cook you.
Yeah, when you forget about him, he'll cook you. But that was like if he can get back to how he was when he played that 1 year in Brooklyn, then they're gonna be a problem.
Yeah,
I like that young team. So look,
y'all 6, man.
Yeah, it could be. I think Grizzlies still in 7.
But like I said, on Memphis side though, this one of them games. That's what I said. How they gonna react when they finally get punched in the gut? Because they talked their shit all year. They was cocky, talking all that shit to everybody. Now they got punched in the mouth finally. How will they respond?
And that's the whole key. What will happen?
Out in 6.
I say because that's why they just peaked way. They was good. I ain't gonna knock them. They was good, but it was a weird good because how you 22-5 without your star player? Like,
well, the West gonna be kind of easy to get through now that I look at everything. Golden State gonna sweep their series, and they probably gonna sweep or win in 5.
I don't think they're gonna sweep it.
And then you got Phoenix. Phoenix is sweeping both teams that they play. I don't care who they get.
Yeah, they walking through.
They walking
Bastards.
through. Conference finals is gonna be amazing. Shout out to the Lakers for not getting there to give Phoenix a little bit of a problem.
I didn't talk
They
about
wasn't
them.
gonna do shit.
Hey,
They wasn't gonna do shit.
I gotta watch Showtime. I gotta watch the Rise of the Lakers on HBO Max.
Yeah, that's my shit. I'm about to watch it myself.
That shit's
I was about
pathetic.
to- I was
That shit
getting
was
ready to talk
good,
about that.
man.
Glad I didn't because this episode was wild crazy too. All I'm gonna say again, just watching this episode just now.
My man, yo.
Every episode
Wild
crazy
boy.
though. Like,
Magic
Yo,
Johnson, wild boy
yo.
again.
Norm Nixon's son is a star. That boy, he the best player. He the best motherfucker on the show to me.
If you watch this episode, when you watch this week episode,
All right, fellas, we ain't watched it yet. All right.
I know. When you watch this one,
It's better than the real Lakers. Let's just say that.
Let's go here. Let's go here. Look at my picture on the background. Big fight this past weekend. Earl Spence Jr. went up against Ugas, and he beat the shit out of Ugas to claim WNBA champion. Say it again, Greg.
I told him stop looking at my lady. He ain't listen.
Ugas got destroyed. Earl Spence Jr., welterweight champion of the world, gets his third belt at his weight class. Y'all talk to me, man. Who you gonna have to go across?
To have a 17th month layoff and whip a nigga ass like that.
yeah,
That's
that's
impressive,
personal.
boy.
That's personal, bro.
Yo.
Like,
Like,
he really don't like that nigga. Like,
yo.
God,
Like 17 months and to whip a nigga ass like that. I'd be afraid of that nigga. Whoever got him next.
Bud.
Well, it's
Bud got him.
We'll see.
No, they gotta set that fight up. They had to set that fight up, bro.
See, I said yesterday, it's all gonna depend on who gonna give Bud the bag. Is Showtime gonna give him the bag? Or is Dazzling gonna come out of nowhere and be like, yo, we'll give you this money to fight these 2 fights real quick?
Oh, those gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting.
Because Bud want to get paid.
Yeah.
He's gonna get paid regardless.
Yeah, he gonna get paid. Yeah, he gonna get paid regardless of this.
Yeah, but if it's Showtime saying, all right, we give you the Spence fight right now for $50 million, but then Daz will say, no, we'll give you 2 easy ones for $150 million. Which ones you taking?
Huh?
Huh?
I don't know, yo. I don't know. I think, and the later effect, you feel me? Like, yo, you beat Spence on Showtime, you up from there. Like, your career gonna take a different path.
Because I just hope it don't be like fucking Pacquiao and Mayweather. Like, this shit just everybody want it,
bro.
Yeah, everybody want it, and they just gonna drag this shit out.
Hey, fellas, I'm out of here, y'all. Good seeing y'all.
All right, Dip, man. Happy birthday,
All right,
fellas. Don't do too much wild shit. All right.
Yeah, I'm going to work.
All right, cool. Holla at you.
Yep.
I'm out of here too, man. I stopped watching boxing after the greats.
These are the only 2 greats left.
Yeah, these are the 2 best left.
Hey, y'all think De La Hoya gonna sign Tank and make him fight Garcia?
No.
No, they were talking about it.
Florida probably sign him and make him fight after he leaves. Floyd gonna sign Garcia. As soon as Tank leaves. Watch.
That might happen too.
Well, it's gonna happen. He gonna sign Garcia as soon as Tank leaves. and then give Garcia big fights and shit. You see, he already he already fucking AB agent all of a sudden.
His last didn't too promising.
Garcia guy, I don't think he's been trained right.
Nah.
But we definitely gonna see.
He worried about the wrong shit.
Yeah, he ain't trained right. I don't think De La Hoya and them done a good job with him.
Yeah, it's
he
going
just changed his trainer though, or his cornerman. Who the fuck was his trainer last fight? Barry Roach. What the hell? I know he changed, but he didn't look too.
Because the one thing you can't deny.
I think if he tank right now, go ahead.
I said the one thing you can't deny is his speed. The nigga fast as hell.
Quick as a bitch. And
then my barber the other day said, yeah, but that was Amir Khan too.
Amir Khan, that's another one.
Yeah.
I mean, but he fast as a bitch, but he just can't put it in him. I don't think he got everything. He don't got no power. He don't got no counters. Like, he just fast.
Still can't believe that Chris Paul dropped 30.
He got low power for him. You said you can't believe he dropped what?
30, 10, and 7.
He boxed like he's still in the Olympics. Like, that nigga box for points.
Right.
Nigga box to get some points. Like, let me hit your kidneys here and there. Go up top here and there.
Shit, that was Mayweather game when he got older.
Yep. But all right, fellas, that was a good one. We gonna get up off here, man. Shout out to everybody that watches and supports BSN Present. And I guess we gotta do this another day later on this week, maybe Friday, 12 midnight.
Hey, man. We here.
Yo, ask around about
I be trying to wait until Greg get on because Greg be on some funny.
Yo, ask around about talk to your side on. I'm thinking about the draft day for the spring meeting.
I bet. Cool.
All right.
All right, fellas.
All right.